Yes, you saw the title of this video correct. I know for a fact that 95% of your money problems can be solved with just 3 questions. And I know that because it literally has made me over 103K solo, which has allowed me to quit my job right here in only 24 months. And that is from being over 80K in the hole. If you have money problems, if you hate your 9 to 5, you want to get out of your 9 to 5, you want to get true financial freedom, not just grinding away for money, then this is for you. And of course, don't worry, this still works if you're a burned out gooner that can barely muster the energy to doom scroll at night. Not saying I have any experience in that. Think of a map. You have your location. And of course, if you actually want to get anywhere, you have to have some sort of destination, and that destination and location will inform the path that you need to get there. You first ask, where are you? You're in this particular job right now. You have this amount of free time. You're tired. You're burnt out. You have this many distractions. You're always doom scrolling. You're always playing video games. You want financial freedom, but you don't really know what to do. Keep that in mind. That will, at very least, if you don't even know where you want to go, well, you know you have some problems right now. You have these many distractions. You're tired, whatever. Fix your health first, fix the distractions first. It'll give you something to do in the short term. But either way, this is going to also inform the second question, which is where do you want to go? And you answer this by very literally listing everything out. This is what I started to do in the beginning. Like, do you have any hobbies? Have you solved any particular problem? Like, you seriously suffered on, like maybe you're obese and now you're not. Maybe you're like a gooner and now you're not. And it would be enjoyable for you to help people overcome that suffering. Then that is something. Or is there any topic that just super interests you? You really like learning about any particular skill that you just straight up enjoy doing all the time? Like, do you just enjoy coding? Like my brother, for example. You take all those either proficiencies, passions, or problems, you list out every single one. Now you can probably go into AI, which is very helpful, or you can maybe search up or just think on your own. What are some business models, real business models that work within these three different categories of topics and actually work? Like, there's people doing it right now, making profit. And those business models can be in different categories. It's most likely going to be a business or an investment strategy or a career. You pick the ones that sound most interesting to you and you would likely like to do, and you just go and give it a try for 2 weeks, whether that's actually doing some stuff for the business, actually just making some trades, actually applying for different jobs. Most people, where they go wrong here is they look for money. They look for results to see if they really want to do it or not, because they know you need money to survive. But think about this. Most businesses, anything that you do to build up an adequate enough skill to actually make it successful, personally, I think it's going to take at least 2 years, most likely probably around 5. So if you look for results, you're going to sink so much time into it. And if you hated it, right, you're going to burn out at like month 9 and have wasted all those 9 months. So instead, you actually just need to look at enjoyment, and you can figure out enjoyment within like 2 weeks. And if you stop within the 2 weeks, then will you save those 9 months that would be otherwise be failed looking for results that you know is not going to come? Although, if you find something enjoyable and you want to go beyond the 2 weeks, you know this is something viable and don't actually have to look for results because you already have validated this particular model with the research that you have done. So it is not only enjoyable, which means you can get through it, it is profitable because you did that research. So that's where you want to go. Now that you have these 2 points, that you have answered these 2 questions, it's just all about what do you need to do in order to make this journey go over this path. If you're working with a map, like there could be mountains in the way, there could be forests in the way, there could be a swamp in the way. That is exactly the same in getting financial freedom. This is how you're going to get where you want to go. You have to overcome these obstacles. And what could those obstacles be? And how do you know what those obstacles are? Well, first of all, you already answered the question of where you are, right? You have a job. Well, that's probably the last thing you need to overcome. Getting out of the job, that swamp. And you say you're always distracted. You have no time. Well, maybe that first mountain that you have to get over is fixing your health. And then you have this forest, you're always getting distracted, so you never put in the work. And if you never put in the work, you're never going to get what you want. Well, maybe that is the forest. And of course, you're not going to know 100% whether this is really the thing that's going to move you forward, make you the most progress. And maybe you're going to run into another obstacle in between that you didn't know of. But you do know these are the general roadblocks that you need to overcome. Once you overcome them, you have more information, right? Every single step that you take closer to the destination that where you want to go will literally open up your field of view. You can think of like in the video game, the fog of war clearing as you take a step forward. And that's going to inform you like, oh, maybe this path over here is the one that I need to take. So I didn't have a distraction problem. Maybe I just had a clarity problem. I didn't set my goals right. So it's actually this like desert over here that I had to walk through, and not the forest that I thought. And then you just keep moving along until you get to your financial freedom. Applying a lever to every single roadblock that you see, finding the most relevant ones, always making sure it's looking at your destination. So every action is informed by the next, and every action is taken towards where you want to go. This is the roadmap of 3 questions that is going to get you to financial freedom. It could take you weeks to answer these questions, and then of course it's going to take you another 2 to 5 years probably to actually move through all of these questions. And you can do it alone because you have the roadmap. But if you did want to do it with me, if you're in your 20s right now, you're an ambitious dude, and you're serious about making your exit to your 9-to-5, engineering that exit, and you want true financial freedom, like most dudes think that you need to trade passion or health for money. But with my system, I literally got all of it in 24 months. Every single one of my protocols is in my free community. And of course, in my free community, there also is everyone else who is working towards financial freedom, seriously trying to exit their 9-to-5. If you are also that person, click the top link in the description to join. And now the only thing left is the doubt in your mind. You're not sure if you can actually make it the whole journey. Your inner voice is preventing you from actually making progress. If that is the case for you, you can actually watch this video right here on how I mastered my inner voice to take me through this whole process.